Hey there, and welcome. Have you ever noticed that as your birthday gets closer, you're just not that excited? While it seems like everyone else is gearing up for a big celebration, you might just be feeling like, meh, it's just another day. Well, it turns out you're not weird or ungrateful. There's some really fascinating psychology behind that feeling, and we're going to get right into it.
So let me ask you this. Does the idea of a huge surprise party with all eyes on you make your stomach do a little flip, and not in a good way? If you're not in your head right now, trust me, you are not alone. And today, we're going to break down exactly why your brain might actually prefer a quiet, normal day to a loud, overwhelming birthday bash.
All right, let's dive right in. At the absolute core of this whole birthday apathy thing is a fascinating psychological tug of war. It's this battle between needing validation from the outside world versus finding that validation from within yourself.
And this really breaks it down perfectly. On one side, you've got external validation. That's all the social stuff, right? The birthday countdowns, the public performance of being happy, the flood of notifications on your phone. But then, on the other side, you have internal validation. This is all about quiet reflection, finding personal meaning in the day. And for a lot of people, one deep, meaningful conversation is worth way more than 100 HBD messages.
This leads us to a key psychological idea: low social dependency. Now, this might sound kind of negative, but it's not a bad thing at all. It just means that your sense of self-worth is built from the inside out. You don't need a big public show or a round of applause to feel good about who you are. And that right there is a huge reason why a big birthday celebration might just not feel that important to you. And see, this is where things get tricky, because that internal focus can really clash with what a birthday party demands. For a lot of us, the real problem is the sheer pressure that comes from being the center of attention. Man, that spotlight can feel heavy.
There's actually a name for this feeling. Psychologists call it the spotlight effect. It's that intense feeling that you're up on a stage, and every single thing you do, every reaction, is being watched and judged. It's not about being ungrateful. It's just about how deeply uncomfortable that constant focused attention can be.
So when this happens, it triggers something in our brains called social vigilance. Basically, your brain goes on high alert. You're constantly scanning the room, trying to figure out what everyone expects from you, trying to live up to it. It is absolutely exhausting. And all that pressure leads to some pretty specific and not so great feelings. It starts to feel like you have to perform being happy, which of course feels totally fake. It just sucks the life out of your social battery. And it creates this crazy pressure to react the right way to every gift, every well-wisher, every single time they sing happy birthday. But hold on, it's not just about avoiding all that pressure. There's another, much more positive reason you might prefer a quiet birthday. It's all about choosing to lean into a totally natural process of self-evaluation. You know, for many of us, especially as we get older, a birthday stops being just a party and becomes more of a psychological milestone. It's a natural moment to hit pause, look inward, and really reflect on where you've been, where you are now, and, most importantly, where you want to go next.
And this is such an important distinction to make. Think about it. The outward celebration is loud, it's public, and it demands a ton of social energy. But that inward reflection, that's quiet, it's private, and it actually fuels personal growth. It's a forward-looking mindset, not just a party for the sake of having a party.
And hey, there are a couple of other things going on here too. You might just be someone who prefers one real quality connection over a room full of small talk. Or maybe, without even realizing it, you're practicing emotional regulation. Your brain is trying to avoid that huge emotional high of a party because it knows the energy crash that comes after is just not worth it. Your brain is just trying to keep things stable.
Okay, this brings us to what I think is the most important part of this whole conversation. It's time to completely reframe how we think about this. Because not being excited about your birthday isn't some kind of character flaw. It's actually a sign of some serious psychological strength.
So let's just ask the question that's probably on some people's minds. If you treat your birthday like any other day, does that just make you cold, ungrateful, unfeeling? The answer, from a psychological standpoint, is a huge, resounding absolutely not. It has nothing to do with being cold. It's about being deeply in tune with what you actually want and need.
In fact, let's look at what it really means. It means you value what's authentic over putting on a performance. It means you prefer a genuine connection over just going through the motions of a social ritual. And maybe most powerfully, it means you don't need a bunch of attention from other people to feel good about yourself.
Come on, those aren't weaknesses. Those are the hallmarks of being independent and truly self-aware.
So let's just let this sink in for a second. Treating your birthday like a normal day isn't being cold. It's a sign of independence and self-awareness. It means you know yourself well enough to choose what feels right for you instead of what you're supposed to do.
And that really leaves us with one final powerful question to think about. If you could strip away all the expectations from society, from friends, from family, what would your ideal celebration truly look like? And that goes for your birthday or any milestone, really. The answer might just tell you something amazing about yourself. Thanks for digging into this with me.